The end of an era is coming. We've seen no other better duo in the last decade than an ad blocker and the internet. Basically, anyone on a computer is more than likely using an ad blocker when they are going on the internet. Maybe rightfully so, because you don't want to deal with ads. Most people on the internet don't want to see any ads. They just want to go on the internet and read whatever they want or watch whatever videos they want. But now it comes a day with YouTube is fighting back against the ad blockers. There was this pop-up that came out from someone on Reddit that they got this pop-up saying that ad blockers are not allowed on YouTube. And obviously saying you might be looking to use an ad blocker. Ads allow YouTube to stay free for billions of people worldwide. And then you can buy YouTube Premium if you want, which I think is $12 a month or $13 a month or something. And then you get to click either to disable your ad blocker or to pay YouTube the $12 a month. So this is, causing a lot of outrage. A lot of people have enjoyed using an ad blocker for close to a decade, maybe more, on YouTube and across the entire internet. And that's something that's YouTube's obviously fighting back against. They definitely don't want you using an ad blocker because they make more money, right? It costs an arm and a leg to run YouTube. It costs billions of dollars. Even though they make billions in revenue, it still costs them billions every year to actually run this site. And even though Google owns YouTube, they still want YouTube to at least break even, if better, make a profit actually. And obviously with YouTube being one of the most visited sites on the internet, there's a lot of money being lost here from these guys. If you're ad blocking on YouTube, there's a lot of money being lost from YouTube. So obviously it makes sense that they're going to do this. It's kind of shocking that it took this long for them to actually do this and start to try and do this. So, maybe it's been good while it's worked, but now we're might be going to a future where YouTube is fighting back and trying to push more ads onto you. And if there's one thing people on the internet hate more than anything, it is advertisements being pushed onto them. This is a quote from someone on Reddit here. Said, one ad before each video was fine, but they got greedy and started playing multiple unskippable 30-second ads. That's when I went for an ad block. There's zero chance I'm ever deactivating it or paying for premium now. That ship has sailed. So obviously, they might be targeting, people like this who are adamant on using an ad block because YouTube wants to make more money, at least break even, or actually make money running the site. But this is something that was a big problem when it started. There was like 10 ads, unskippable ads being played on YouTube TV. This article right here, you can see YouTube says it has concluded a test that saw as many as 10 unskippable ads in one break. Basically, they put this on YouTube TV. So if you're using the TV to watch YouTube videos, they were testing this on there. So not everyone got this, or it wasn't like a feature yet. I don't know what they're doing with it. Obviously, they're concluded the test, but I don't know if they're going to go ahead and implement it. But the thing there that everyone is figuring from YouTube's side is more than likely, if you're watching on a TV, you're more likely to just sit through the ads and let them play out. You're also probably a little bit older, so if you're an older person who's used to watching regular TV, then 5 minutes of ads or 3 minutes of ads before you watch a video, you might actually think that's perfectly fine because you're used to that type of stuff on regular cable where you have 5 to 10 minute ad breaks at a time. And obviously they put this out through their TV because they know that if you were to do this on a computer, no one is sitting through 10 unskippable ads on the computer. If I opened up a YouTube video and there were 10 ads, I'm leaving. I'm either going to try a different video to get rid of ads and see, if I can watch something without all these ads in front of it, or I might even leave the website altogether and go to Twitch or go to Rumble or Kick or something and try and get away from that. So obviously they know what they're doing. You can't roll this out on a computer. People will abandon. You can't even really roll it out on like phones because people are going to move on, right? People are going to leave the app, and that is the last thing YouTube wants, right? They don't want you to be leaving the website. That is going to be killer for them. So they're testing the limits. If they see that something is causing people to leave, they're going to abandon it. They're not going to shove 10 ads down people's throat if 50% or more are leaving the website altogether because of it. But even with all of that said, YouTube is still getting more intrusive with ads. This is from an IGN article. You can see YouTube ads are only getting more intrusive. Say Google is testing out a feature that curbs ad blockers on YouTube. Should come as no surprise, especially with YouTube ads becoming more intrusive in recent years. Last year, the company did an experiment that forced users to watch a long chain of short and unskippable ads. So that's the TV ads, the 10 ads at a time. I mean, we're seeing the problems like this arise everywhere, right? Twitch is having these same problems. Twitch is having running ads and people hating what's going on there. But I don't know if it's really affecting their viewership or people are leaving the platform or stop watching people. So there's a good chance that this might be a route YouTube's willing to go down if Twitch isn't really suffering, even though people are really, really vocal about not liking it. Rightfully so, because I've been on Twitch, and when you're watching a stream and you get 3 minutes worth of ads just pop up out of nowhere and you're kicked out of the stream. At least in a YouTube video, if you had 3 minutes of ads pop up, you're not going to miss out on anything, because once the ads end, you're going to pick up right where you left off. Live streaming, obviously a little bit different. If you get those ads and something happens while you're stuck in the ads, you get to miss it, and it's very hard to replay that on Twitch. So it's a disaster on Twitch. Maybe it'd be a little bit better on YouTube, but it's still not good. And of course, they throw in the part talking about creators' revenue here, saying creators have seen a steady decline in ad rev, beginning with the 2017's infamous adpocalypse. Many have turned to Patreon and other means in order to make up the shortfall. So I guess that's true, right? If you get rid of ad blockers, then in theory that would mean more people are watching the ads, and if they're watching your videos and you're getting the views and stuff, then you're going to make more money from that. But is it going to be a substantial amount? Maybe. There's probably a lot of people using ad block, but is it going to hurt you more? Like if YouTube goes down an invasive type of thing and they go down putting in 2 minutes, even 1 minute of ads, of unskippable ads before a video, if they go down that route, are you more likely to lose that viewer and they're not going to watch your video, and then your video is going to suffer because you're going to have lower watch time and stuff? There's a lot of things that can come from this that could be negative, that obviously if you spin it as creators can make more money, maybe they'll back that. But there's a lot of people who don't necessarily want that, who don't want their content to be interrupted like that, who just want people to watch it and enjoy it. But it does look like that's the future we're going down, is YouTube trying to get rid of the ad blockers. Maybe there'll become an ad blocker for YouTube's ad block detector so that it still blocks ads. I'm sure this will be a whole out war of YouTube trying to get around this and people trying to get around YouTube. That's never going to stop, but it seems like gone are the days of YouTube kind of ignoring this, pushing to the side. Now they want that money, and you can't really blame them, I guess, the way economy and ad rates have gone. But seems like YouTube's on their way to getting more ads out of you. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.